God is quality of God as well. Is the quality of nature, of the nature of the Creator.
Okay.
All nature of all things.
Mm-hmm.
Of
Yes.
of still life, of fauna, of flora, of humans, of humans as spiritual being, are all included in nature, in the nature. Okay, it's what it's called. It has the same. It's a definition of the first definition that we don't understand, and we just like why we like it, because we go directly to Spinoza, to pantheism. We're saying if God, the Kabbalists say that God is the nature, Hateva, what is called in Hebrew. Okay, so great. Everything that we see, everything we are able to perceive, because nature we're able to perceive. So God is in everything. Okay, that is what that is the perception of what we call pantheism. Okay, it's a perception of how to be religious without needing to believe. This is it. No, if everything is in nature, so it's within the human mind. Maybe we don't know everything, but we are able to research it. We're able to touch it. We're able to penetrate it. Okay, and that is everything that is God. Now, it's very limited. Why actually the Creator choose to act through nature? And you can see it in definitely in Vaera and Bo, in those two portions of names, of the book of names, that he's working through nature. If he wanted to do a miracle, he could do it outside of the forces of nature, but all from still life, from water to blood, to flora, to fauna, to human beings, to spiritual, to the top, let's say, of human being, which is called firstborn of human being, meaning it's not only the firstborn, it's the first quality of human being, if you like. Yeah, okay. Not only that, something is working there, but it can choose how to work, how to differentiate, for example, between Israel and the Egyptians. And within the Egyptians, is able to discern who is firstborn and not. Meaning there's another, and nature is, as we know, is not discerning. So it's actually a new name for the Creator, which means that Havaya, meaning the thought, the intention, is working through nature, and therefore we can say Havaya is Elohim. Meaning he works through nature, because nature is the structure through which he wished to express itself. All nature of all things.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, there is different. This portion speaks about different perception at different levels of evolution of human perception. It's not that different light was revealed to the matriarchs and patriarchs. It's the same light, but they perceive it under a certain function, which is called El Shaddai, okay? The promising one. The one who actually said or gave the limitation of the extension of the light and its condition, and it within his gracious nature, he gave us enough to exist in the furthest realms of darkness, or of the vessel. But now, and then he appeared as the promising one. Now he's appearing as the one who is able to fulfill, but he expresses itself in order to see that nature is within his plan, within his powers, and that's Havaya. Okay, so every name, and this is the way the first name that is being revealed to Moshe is Ehyeh, meaning the act and the verb of becoming. I will. So it's not that the light will change, but yes, I am that I am. It's for every generation to be able to perceive a different quality within nature, within the act of the intention, within Havaya.
So
this is why they will become a vessel of revelation of that which I am. It's a movement. Yeah, it's a process of becoming. Because it should be translated not I am that I am, I'll become what I'll become.
Huh.
And it's yeah, I'm sorry, but this is the truth. Yeah is in Hebrew, it's future. It's not what it's not present tense. It's future tense. Havaya is present tense.
Yeah,
it's how the present tense relates to the future tense, meaning position, state. And Ehyeh is the name of the crown of Keter. Because that what will become, what humanity will perceive, that was the whole longing and belonging, and what all reality will become is actually that which is it's the enthroning all reality. It means it creates it engulfs all creation.
Mm-hmm.
A crown is always round. It's always the limit of dominion. The limit of it's outside the body, and it's a sign of what rules the whole structure. This is why yeah is this is actually the purpose that moves all creation, definitely all nature of things. Am I more clear? Is it more clear? So names actually is to be able to move, okay, to move through. I'm going to say something radical. Name is to be able to move through depth of perceptions and states.
And each time a new name is then required.
Yeah. So because name has to do with coming closer to the nature of the purpose of the intention. And always when we come closer to the Creator's intention, we have to take off our shoes. Meaning in Hebrew is to take off that which locks us within our perception. This is why it is said to Moses, take off your shoes. Take off whatever your legs wearing.
Okay, thank you. One more question about Yud He Vav He and Havaya. Yud He Vav He, at least in English, we don't use. I hadn't heard either of those terms used in study. We use Adonai, even Adonai Hua Elohim. Is there a reason for that?
You can say Adonai, you can say Elohim, you cannot say the combination of letters of Yod, He, Vav, He in their full expression. First, they change because the punctuation change. So you don't know how to say it. It changes every time according to the appearance of this light inside the sphera. So you have different names of Havaya appears in different in every sphera within Tzimtzum Bet. It appears only in Tzimtzum Bet. It appears with a different sort of punctuation, in a way that what it means, the way you move the letter inside your mouth. Which part of the expression you're actually going to use. Okay. So it changes. So it means that it was not revealed. So we cannot actually express it, definitely not in Hebrew. I know that it appears sometimes in English like it is, but we cannot express it in Hebrew because Hebrew truly has power. You can express it in English, nothing will happen.
Okay.
But you see, it went sort of, it's zipped and percolated down so deep into the soil of human consciousness. Even what we used to see even in film, when you say abracadabra, yeah, okay, it's actually in Hebrew, I will create as she said, evra kidvara. Okay, so it seems that if you kidvara, it has meaning in Hebrew. Abracadabra has no meaning in no language, but it was kept as a power, sort of a power. You can do many things with it, but basically you can kill or revive with it, which is basically the nature of Malchut. So we don't say it because it has a true power and a true sanctity, that at least that something powerful preserves us from something. I'm going to say something strong. Something preserved from prostitution, from complete prostitution. Okay, but there are many other names which has as well positioning within Sphirot. Now, within each Sphira, you have all those names, but usually Elohim is represented by Bina, and Adonai represented by Malchut.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So if you want to be, and this is what happens, if you want to be all-inclusive, and to do with the effect that it has on from above to below, you would say Adonai. Now, I know that there is some sort of a fashion or tendency to sort of even not say the word Elohim. Okay. First, don't say the word Elohim as well in vain, but to create sort of a different name that is an allusion to this name is even worse.
Mm-hmm.
there is different names are different perceptions of that which is real, of that which is real in our ability to attain the presence of the will of the Creator in an event, in history, in our work, in our study, in our endeavor. And it actually has in it a demand. Something that we say to grow above. To grow above is like to say that the light ascends, meaning light ascends in corporal understanding and meaning means death. When the light is ascending, or sort of leave the existence or the life, there's nothing left. So we call it death. And it needs to remit itself in a different form.
Which goes back to the becoming.
Yeah, and then it gets another name.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. So it's vitally important to the creative, to us, the Book of Shmot, and what actually is happening within it, because within those 6 weeks we have 2 revelations in Egypt and in the desert, the giving of Torah and the the breaking up of the domination of Egypt, meaning of klipot on human evolution. So, as I'm saying, Exodus was not the Exodus of Israel. It was meant to be Exodus of Egypt, meaning Exodus of the whole human race.